I have to make a correction about a video I made a little while back about the boxer Imane Khelif. I said that she failed a testosterone test. I don't know if she did or not. I don't know if she took any tests. Nobody knows if she took any tests. Nobody knows the nature of the tests. Nobody knows the results of the tests. Any information about tests we've gotten from some dude who says he's a doctor, who's probably owned by some Russian gangsters who lost a bet. All we know for sure is that she has a vagina. Could not have gotten into the ring without one because it said female on her passport. She could not have gotten female on her passport without having a vagina because she's from Algeria, and them's the rules in Algeria. We also know that she could punch women in the face very hard. And by women, I mean other women. Now, I don't really remember what I said. I don't know if I said maybe she failed the test or she definitely failed the test. Who knows? I don't care. I'm not getting sued. But this athlete has gathered herself a legal team and is looking at the possibility of suing people like, I don't know, J.K. Rowling maybe? Who knows? Elon Musk, it's like unwrapping Christmas gifts. You don't know who's going to be in there. It could be this grade A asshole I'm about to talk about, this human growth hormone called Joe Rogan. You know him. You probably recognize his voice.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Wait, wrong Joe Rogan. I'm talking about the Joe Rogan who believes that the only acceptable speech is the speech approved by the Republican Party.
Your eyes. Yeah, fact checkers are fucking dangerous, and it's really, I mean, what you're seeing is kind of treason.
Nope, that's not kind of treason. Correcting you is not any kind of treason. It's not at all kind of treason. Saying that Antifa did not start wildfires in California is not treason. Saying that Hillary Clinton does not head up her own assassination squad is not treason. Saying that HIV can cause AIDS is not treason. Saying that Ray Epps is not a Fed is not treason. Saying that those migrants in New York didn't attack the cops, it was actually the cops that attacked them, that's not treason. Saying that ivermectin does not prevent COVID, or that a vaccine will not kill everyone, is not treason. Saying that gay teachers do not turn kids gay, that's not treason either. In other words, disagreeing with you, Joe Rogan, is not treason. Treason would be lying about WMDs in order to trick the American public into illegally invading a sovereign nation. Treason is lying in order to rig an election. And you saying that we should go to jail simply for stating facts, that's called authoritarianism.
Checkers are fucking dangerous, and it's really, I mean, what you're seeing is kind of treason. Yeah, it's kind of what it is. If you're seeing that kind of fact checking, you're lying. You're lying, and you're intentionally misrepresenting facts, and you're doing so because you want a specific result politically. Right. And it should be illegal. I agree.
Kind of awkward with Jamie the fact checker sitting right there. A little passive aggressive, tough guy. So if people who correct you are politically motivated for stating facts, aren't you also then politically motivated for spewing lies all the time? Aren't those lies politically motivated lies? When you discourage people from getting vaccinated under a Democratic presidency, is that politically motivated? When you tell your listeners that you personally know for a fact that teachers are dressing kids up to look like cats and then having them shit in litter boxes in the middle of a classroom, is that politically motivated? Are you perhaps attempting, in your own clumsy way, to undermine teachers' unions or undermine public schools?
So because you want a specific result politically.
Right.
And it should be illegal.
I agree.
Especially if people think of you as a fact checker. And what does that mean? What does it mean to be a fact checker? The problem with facts is a lot of them are very subjective. You could find one small inconsistency or you could phrase a question in a certain way and have your answer false in a different way because you're just finding some nitpicky way to look at things. I've seen a lot of that. To the point.
Oh, you mean like that time you spread that lie about that Olympic boxer and the XY chromosome thing?
About this particular thing, because there's outrage all over the place about this one particular person that they're talking there that did test for an XY chromosome. That's a man. I know it sounds horrible to misgender someone and all that good stuff. All that's great until you want to fight women or even compete against women.
You know who has XY chromosomes and likes to punch women? Joe Rogan. Just go ask Lydia Lunch. You know, it's weird that he says chromosomes determine sex when for years I've been hearing Joe Rogan say stuff like this.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
This is Joe Rogan with Thaddeus Russell.
So before you get...
But it's not an invention.
Yeah, no, it is, of course.
But it's not an invention. One of them has a penis and testicles. It's a male.
The thing we...
So, before, sex was determined by genitalia, and now sex is determined by chromosomes. And if I had the audacity to point out to you, Joe Rogan, that you don't actually know what chromosomes she has, that you don't know that for a fact, then I should go to jail. Here's how fascists like Joe Rogan determine sex. If the person wins the fight, then they're a man, and they shouldn't be fighting women. If the person loses the fight, then they're a woman, and they shouldn't be fighting at all. Boys like Rogan like to say that women aren't funny. And you could point out a dozen funny women. Stand-ups, performers, writers, and it won't matter. Because what they really mean is women aren't supposed to be funny because it makes me feel weird. It makes me question what my purpose is and what my value is in comparison.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
For the record, that's not actually Joe Rogan, in case you were wondering. That's actually a 5-year-old. And that's who wants to rule us. Those are the people that want to take over. They want to take away your right to vote and tell you what you can and can't say. And they're 5.